I'm going to connect three names that sound similar but tell a story spanning from Dhaka to Kabul to Tehran. There's Qazi Shah Mufazzal Hossain Kaikobad, Bangladesh's religious affairs minister. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these three names matter right now. On February 28th, the United States and Israel launched joint strikes on Iran that killed Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and dozens of senior military figures. This wasn't a limited operation. It triggered a full-scale war. With sustained air campaigns across Iranian territory, the U.S. State Department issued Depart Now advisories for 16 Middle Eastern countries: Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon. The Strait of Hormuz is effectively closed, and Iran retaliated by striking Gulf states. This is where Saif al-Adel comes in. He's been the de facto leader of al-Qaeda since 2022, when Ayman al-Zawahiri was killed in Kabul. For years, he operated from within Iran. But in mid-January, he reached out to Taliban leadership. He requested temporary refuge in the Islamic Emirate, telling them Iran is no longer suitable due to American and Israeli pressure. This request came as the U.S. was carrying out its largest military buildup in the Middle East since the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Al-Adel wrote to Afghanistan's supreme leader, asking that the organization's members be allowed to relocate in the event of the Islamic Republic's collapse. Starting in late January, the pieces were moving into place. He was preparing for exactly what happened on February 28. Halfway across the world, Bangladesh's religious affairs minister Qazi Shah Mufazzal Hossain Kaikobad stood at an iftar gathering. He urged the people of Bangladesh to offer prayers for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. This wasn't just diplomatic protocol. For Muslim-majority countries watching the Middle East burn, the question has become urgent. The war's ripple effects are everywhere. Global shipping is in chaos. Formula One canceled races in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Iran's Defense Council warned that any attack would trigger the mining of all Persian Gulf access routes. And then there's the other Saif, Fahad al-Saif, who previously led investment strategy at Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. He represents the economic side of this crisis, navigating how the kingdom maintains investment flows. Different man, different role, same chaotic moment. So when you hear Saif in Middle East news, check which one. One is trying to relocate a terror network to Afghanistan. The other is trying to keep Saudi capital markets functioning while the region destabilizes. Three names, three very different roles, one interconnected crisis. Qazi calling for prayers, Saif al-Adel seeking escape routes, and Fahad al-Saif managing economic fallout. The Middle East war that started on February 28th isn't staying in the Middle East. It's reshaping how militant groups plan their survival, how governments respond, and how the global economy adjusts. That's why these names matter. They're not just headlines. They're the human faces of a war that's still escalating.